Dharavi, India's largest slum. 1 million people squeezed into an area half the size of New York's Central Park. Here, some of the poorest people on Earth live on one of the most expensive pieces of real estate in the world.
It's the sweat of the people of Dharavi which binds them together. It's a bond of working class solidarity.
Meet the extraordinary people who call Dharavi home. Mumbai, India. An Asian megacity. Home to the country's economic hub. The Bollywood film industry. And 18 million Indians. In the heart of the city lies India's largest slum, Dharavi. 1 million people in 1 square mile of ramshackle buildings and hidden factories. A dirty, rat-infested place with too little water, unreliable power, and open sewers. An eyesore to Mumbai's middle classes and a real estate developer's dream. Many want it destroyed.
We have lives, we have homes and friends. We are also humans.
But the real-life place behind the movie is a slum that defies expectations. A vibrant community with its own schools, places of worship, and entrepreneurial enterprises, full of people fighting to survive in the most extreme circumstances. A single mom who picks through trash to put her daughter through school. A rickshaw driver who's fighting to become Bollywood's next star.
आने वाले कल का मैं सुपरस्टार तुम में देख रहा हूँ.
A humble tailor who dreams of a better future for his son.
Studying hard, speaking English all the time, then I will become a scientist one day.
Ordinary lives made extraordinary by the slum they call home. Right in the heart of India's fastest growing city is Dharavi, sandwiched between 2 railway lines. In little more than 100 years, rural migrants have completely transformed the area.
These people have actually filled the swamp and made it what it is. They have worked here in terrible conditions.
Houses and workplaces are stacked on top of each other. Thousands of textile and pottery factories and tanneries consume the crowded space and allow the residents to survive. Dharavi's biggest industry is recycling. 80% of Mumbai's trash is processed here. Thousands of workers, the so-called rag pickers, sort through the garbage of Dharavi's dumps and use their ingenuity to turn the city's trash into treasure. It's a filthy and dangerous job. But for 32-year-old Babu, it's a means to survive.
Rich people cringe, saying we're removing all this from the sewage. But we thrive off it. If we didn't do it, what would happen to the industry that makes money from it?
जो भी चीज है इधर पे डालो, इधर पे डालो, इधर पे डालो तुम लोग. काला उठा के काले में डाल रहा है, काला उठा के काले में डाल रहा है.
In the midday heat, the stench from the dump is overwhelming. But Babu and his crew have no choice but to put up with it.
Everyone is here to earn money. They're all after money to fill their stomachs. They beg to fill their stomachs. They go through garbage to fill their stomachs. Everyone is after money. I live in poverty, but it would be my dream to lift myself out of it.
Just 50 yards down the dump from Babu, 29-year-old Lakshmi Kumble is fighting for a brighter future. She's a third-generation rag picker. Her mother, Hanumati, has sorted through the city's trash for over 35 years. But they're moving up the ladder. The family now runs their own business, employing others to help them sort through the garbage. Lakshmi's a single mom and the sole breadwinner. Despite earning just $100 a month, she's managed to save enough money to enroll her daughter in a school in Dharavi.
पढ़ने के लिए बहुत बोलती है कि मैं ज़्यादा मार्क्स लेके आऊँ।
अब मैं तेरा डिक्टेशन लेती हूँ।
हाँ।
मैं जो बोलूँगी वो लिखते रहना। रूड।
हाँ।
Even when she's working in the dump, Lakshmi makes time to help Sheetal with her homework.
हो गया।
Information.
अब मैं रूट की स्पेलिंग गलत है।
शीतल के लिए मैं यही चाहती हूँ कि एक अच्छे पोजीशन पे रहे, एक अच्छी लड़की बने, और जो दुख तकलीफ, जो गंदगी मैंने देखी हूँ वो शीतल ना देखे।
In Dharavi, kids often drop out of school because of money. Many families need their wages to put food on the table.
मेरे को ऐसा लगता है कि मेरी दुनिया में कुछ नहीं है। एक मेरी बेटी है और उसकी पढ़ाई ज़्यादा मेरे लिए ज़रूरी है। जैसे कि सब काम एक साइड में रख देती हूँ, उसकी पढ़ाई पहले देखती हूँ, क्योंकि आज देखा जाए तो शीतल की सारी जिम्मेदारी मुझ पे है।
Lakshmi's can-do attitude has rubbed off on her daughter.
मैं बनना चाहती हूँ डॉक्टर।
तो उसके लिए तुम्हें क्या करना पड़ेगा?
ज़्यादा पढ़ना पड़ेगा।
With little help from the outside, the community has tried to improve life within the slum. Today, Dharavi has 12 schools run by a combination of charities, the state, and the local community. Many in Dharavi see education as the key to a better life. But many children can't go to school because their families need their wages in order to make ends meet. Rag picker Lakshmi is determined to keep her daughter Sheetal in school.
अच्छा मैं फीस का पैसा देती हूँ, टीचर को दे देना याद से। घुमाना विमाना नहीं।
नहीं घुमाऊंगी।
क्या? The 9-year-old is preparing for an exam.
घूम फटाफट शीतल। टेन पे कितना मार्क्स लेके आएगी?
20 में से 20।
हाँ?
20 में से 20।
इतना कॉन्फिडेंस से कैसा बोलती तू?
20 मार्क्स का पेपर है तो 20 का।
अगर तू अभी से इतना कॉन्फिडेंस रख के करेगी ना, तो तेरे को ऐसा लगेगा हमेशा कि हाँ मैं उतना लेके आती हूँ तो वो हिसाब से मेरे को उतना ही मिलेगा। बोल के तो अपना अभी पढ़ने में ध्यान भी नहीं रखेगी, कुछ भी नहीं, फिर तेरे को पढ़ने में टेंशन होएगा, समझे?
Now I'll explain to you this lesson. In the last lesson we learned about the various amenities provided to us. In this lesson we are going to see what we need to do for our safety and security.
Lakshmi sees the hope that education gives to Sheetal.
We are less likely.
But this single mom understands how hard it is to pay for a child's schooling.
जैसे कि हमारे यहाँ पे देखा जाएगा ना, बहुत से बच्चे जो पढ़ना चाहते हैं, वो सब शौक वो अपना अंदर ही अंदर मारता है।
Surrounded by poverty and squalor, Dharavi's people persevere. In an extraordinary place, built from nothing but their own sweat, ingenuity, and dedication.
Someone spent their childhood on this land, and someone spent their old age on this land. If they move from here, their soul won't cope. They will always remember their home, their land.